Konnichiwa, bonjour, ni hao, moi moi, hola, bon dia, mahaba, guten tag, it's me, Tailor, and welcome to an episode of Banished. Now, this is Banished hard mode. This ain't Banished easy mode. This is Banished hardest of the hard mode. You can't, you really are, it's a game where you're banished. Right, so here we go. First things first, your little banished peoples, for the heinous crimes that they were banished for, need a stockpile. Let's just have a little look. We've got a mountain over there. Do you know what? Yeah, I am going to have the stockpile there. I just wanted to have a quick look at the lay of the land to see. Now, I've built a few towns. I say towns, some settlements. I haven't managed to build anything over a population of 100, so I don't know if that's necessarily big. I reckon 80 is the nearest I got. So let's move that. What I did was I just changed the amount of labourers from 8 to 6, and I equipped 2 builders. What I need is resources. So the first thing I'm going to need is trees and stone. There we go. So the other thing I'm going to need is to put down some kind of food gathering. A hunting cabin. That seems good there. Oh wait, no. There. Oh wait, that's my hunting cabin. Okay. And a gatherer's place where they gather things that people put in their mouths. Yeah, that will. Okay, done. So now that we've done that, we can get acquainted with my best friend, which is speed up time. Otherwise, this game would not be fun. So they're gathering materials, not iron, just stone and wood. No, this little yellow icon means that they don't have a home. They're all homeless. They just rocked up with a cart and were like, "Yeah, this looks like a good place to settle." I wish you were allowed to choose a starting point, because I wouldn't have settled here. Oh wait, what am I talking about? There's a river right there, which means river trade. Right, they're gathering materials. They should be building those things already. Okay, so the next thing I need is firewood. So, you need firewood, because otherwise people freeze to death in their homes. Because during winter time, they stop what they're doing and go home to warm up from time to time. So, firewood, right there. I like being by the river. I think this is the closest I've started to a river. It's nice. There's like mountains and stuff. What's not to like? So this food production needs to hurry up. People are going to start getting hungry. I've got 1,000 potatoes. They can have a few more potatoes, it's fine. So it's just a case of waiting. I might take this opportunity to sip some tea. I'm Tailor, by the way, if you don't already know who I am. I like playing games. Especially games where you build things. In this case, a settlement. But it doesn't have the multiplayer element, though. I do enjoy the multiplayer element. I think this is the first time I've tried playing a town builder game. I think it is, actually, on the channel. Yeah, I do believe it is. So this looks like it's coming to construction completed. There we go. Bonk. And then let's take 3 people from the labour force and put them into that. And the same goes for this. 3 people. Now, that's a lot of food coming in. We're soon to have a lot of wood, firewood coming in. And then what we need is a little bit of a housing boom. So we want to kind of choose not too far away, but not too close at the same time. So about here is good. 1, 2, let's do 3, 4, spin that round, 5, 6. Houses are really cheap, so I'm just going to go ahead and build 8 houses. I reckon we can support a population of 8. Now, firewood isn't needed just yet. Oh, I should really get firewood. Make a start on it. So let's have a look at our labour force. Oh wait, hang on. Let's move that away from the camera. Firewood supplies are low. Rihanna has become an adult and is working as labour, and so is Shield. I like that the villagers have names, so they can spend their whole life in your village. What I don't like is when you've got a graveyard, you don't see the names of the graves. I'd love that. That'd be such a nice touch. Maybe they'll do that. So this symbol above the house, you saw that. It was briefly there. Was a snowflake. It's because they didn't have enough firewood. So I made the smart move in doing that. So logs are low, firewood is low. So just gather me some material there, guys. Firewood is low again. but it will report a low firewood if you start bringing the resource in. So stone's not a problem. You don't need stone to. It's just for construction purposes. It's just going to have to be low for a little while. That's all. How can I get in there? Free. Okay. So no wood. Where are they taking the materials to the houses, aren't they? I think I have a labour problem, a labour shortage. Let's have a look. 3 labourers. Let's just turn that to 4 and get that gathering. So we've only got 1 builder now. Oh, this is going to become a problem. If I'm not careful, if I don't manage this right, people are going to die. That's what's going to happen. People will die. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to undo the removing of the iron and just focus on trees and stone. So I've got 3 houses, but there's still people out in the wilderness. Come on, houses, get built. Come on. 1 more might do it. It might be 2 more that I need. Come on, get built, get built, get built. Don't want children to start dying of cold. Bingo, and he moved all those people into that 1 house. Fantastic. So, that is the basics up and running. You've got food, sufficient amount of food, you've got firewood, you've got your housing. That's like the absolute basic you need to not die very early on. You've got some food, that's fine. What I want to do is decrease this gap between stockpile and villagers. So first thing is I want to do, I'm just going to surround this with road, like so, and then I'm going to do that. Oh, why is that not letting me go all the way through? Something's there, something's in the way. Oh, there's a tree. Okay, so let's do that. I want to connect this, and then I want to connect this to this, and this to this. There we go. Just want some some roads, nothing major. Don't forget that little block that was obstructed by the house, by the tree. There we go. We've got roads. We've got more housing coming in. People are happy. Firewood is low. Do you know what? I'm just going to put up in the corner that so we can see what's going on. Barn definitely needs to come down now. So let's put the barn. Let's put the barn. I'm thinking maybe here. Let's go. It needs to be pretty central. Okay, let's put it there. Fine, barn's going there. It's not too obstructed too much there. Reserves of logs is low. Gather me some resources. So everything north of this is fair game. I can just have all of that. It's a shame about this hill. I could have done something with this area. Not to worry. Okay, so we've got lots of houses. Adult is working as a labourer. I think my labour force... Now, you can educate your villagers. And what that does is, if they're educated, you can see here you've got children. Oh, wait, no. If you see here, you've got children, students and adults. Now, I think if they study, it takes longer, I think. But they're basically better. They're better members of your society. Like production or speed. I don't know what it exactly is. But they are better. What's that barn? Okay. So, so let's just faster. So, what is it? Food, firewood, housing. That's your first priority right there. Then your barn positioning. Then you choose whether or not to go school or herbalist, which we'll do now. So I'm not going for a school for the reasons I just said, because I think it's slower. Need some logs, but they're gathering logs as we speak. You know what? Let's just get that stuff as well. Just give me all those resources, actually. So the barn just needs building, and we're going to go herbalist. Now, what a herbalist does is that it provides like basic medicines and healthcare. Basically, they just eat the herbs and they feel like they're not going to expire prematurely. I'm guessing it's important because their happiness level and their health level will stay high, which is indicated here. So almost at max health, but max happy, and I suspect that's because of all the food types they're getting, because the gatherer's hut really does bring in the food types. Okay, barn is up. Now that you've got your barn up, you don't need to worry about this pokey little cart. So if you go to this one, remove structures, structures down, structures out of there. Food is low. That's not. The food is low because they have to take out the stuff from the cart and take it to the barn. So you fluctuate a little bit, but it won't be enough to cause any deaths, to be honest. It won't happen. Materials, iron, logs, stone. Good. Okay, plenty of materials. Herbalist is on its way. I need to check the amount of tools that I own. I can't. So the next thing you're going to need is tools and clothing. And once that cart disappears, we're gonna get on that. Only once it's disappeared. So you've got the housing. There's a lot of kids actually. What is the population currently? So I try to have as many children in education or just being children as I do adult population, because the population of your adults does age and get old, and so you do need to replace them. So maintaining a healthy population is the single most important thing. By far the single most important thing. I've had villages that have just died because I haven't had a baby boom, and then everyone gets really old, and then before you know you've got 4 people working there, and it's just a ghost town. Horrible way for the... It's not dramatic, it's just like this slow demise. It's awful. Right. Houses, sorted. The cart's gone. Let's put down those 2 buildings that I want. So I want a blacksmith, and I want it to be this way round. And I'm going to do the same with the tailor. Now I could put it that way around actually. That's going to be like Manufacture Street. That's what that's going to be. So tailor and tools. Now the tailor makes jackets of various materials, and what it does is it allows your villagers to maintain productivity in wintertime. Otherwise they get too cold all the time. Now you see here this guy with the little tool above his head. It means he doesn't have a tool. He doesn't have a tool, so he can't build he can't do stuff as well, I guess. Stone is a problem. Okay. Stone. Any iron? I'll take the iron. Any iron that's around. It's very little. 32 iron for a blacksmith. I feel like that's a bit of a rip-off, to be honest. 32? There's iron there. No, there's no iron there. That's stone. Stone? Okay, fine. I'll take that. Slow goings. 17 people though. Like, I feel like I should put in another builder maybe. Yeah, let's do 2 builders. Good. So this is like starting population. Now, like I've got all those people gathering food. I've got the firewood maker. I haven't got the herbalist yet, but I've got like my starting population in back again. But I've grown basically. It's good. Right. So 1 herbalist. Bang. Herbs make a good trade commodity as well. Very useful. So that just needs building. That just needs iron. Real iron. Oh! Well, do it another day. I've been Tailor. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed what we've seen here today. If you have watched until this point, if you want more of this series, let me know. Otherwise, it's going to get shelved and then only come out when people are interested. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Take care of yourselves. Stay charm, and also, most importantly of all, oh no, second most importantly of all,